All right, good morning. Happy Tuesday, everyone.
Happy Tuesday.
I'm just making sure that we are all set to go here and I see us. All right. So if you guys are watching, good morning, all. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us
Happy
know.
summer. Is it warm where you're at?
I was gonna say, let us know if you have some sunshine. I always say that because I hope everyone has a little bit of sunshine in their life today. And yeah, it's warming up where I am. I'm excited about that. I like to get outside and experience the nice weather. So if you guys are watching us, let us know you can see us. And we're excited to chat today about peptides. Oh my gosh, Aaron, everybody has been talking about peptides lately. I keep hearing it everywhere. Are you hearing it everywhere as well?
More and more.
All right, so let's get started. I'm going to share my screen today and we're going to go over peptides a little bit. Maybe you learned something today. Let us know if you are seeing my screen okay. What are peptides? Some people are still a little confused on what exactly peptides are. So we're going to try and clear some of that up, go over some of the info that we have, and let you guys know what we have coming with our opportunity because we're certainly very excited about it. So we have oral peptides and injectable peptides. So a lot of people are familiar with oral peptides, and you might not even know it. Peptides are in all kinds of things, but if you've ever taken collagen peptides, right? If you've ever taken NAD, which is really popular now, again, peptides. So we have collagen, we have NAD along with our plant-based products, and we have another form of peptides coming very soon. And so we're excited about that. And some of the things that peptides can support with are like skin health, better sleep, better recovery if you're going to the gym, immune system. They can even help with gut health, building muscle, which we all want. Weight loss is one of the most common things we think about. I think when we think about peptides, but also cognitive health, which is a big thing for people that are aging. And not all peptides, though, are for weight loss. And I wanted to talk about this for a second, Aaron, because I think one of the most well-known forms of peptides is the GLP-1 shots, the weight loss shots. Everybody has heard about those. A lot of people have taken those. They've been incredibly life-changing for people. Some people are like, I don't even want anything to do with those, but people are talking about them nonetheless, right?
Absolutely. It's all over the place.
It is. And so probably everybody watching knows somebody that has done GLP-1 or you've heard somebody talking about it. If you have no idea, let us know in the comments. Be like, I have no idea. But I think you'd have to be like living under a rock at this point to not heard about GLP-1. But that's not the only peptide. And a lot of people, when they hear peptides, that's all they think about. That's okay. We're here to clear it up and let you know some of the other reasons that people are using peptides. And a big one is about aging gracefully, I want to say. As we get older, it's nice to have peptides that can help us with the things that when our bodies start breaking down as we get older. So I think a lot of the older population is interested in peptides and what it can do for them, but also a lot of the younger generation as well. When you think about people that go to the gym and recovery and building muscles and some of those things, right?
Yeah, a lot of the gym guys that I talked to talked about all these different injectable peptides for those things.
That's awesome. So, why use peptides? Well, we've already mentioned a few of the things, and like you see on the screen here, energy, recovery, metabolism, focus, healthy aging, just wanting to feel better, whatever it is that you might be going through. And so, some people have health issues and they think about peptides. How can I fix what I have going on? Whether it's you have wrinkles that you don't like, or saggy skin you don't like, or maybe you're not sleeping well, maybe you have no energy, or maybe you're overweight and you want to lose some weight and you're finding it extremely hard. But also, peptides are also for healthy people. So when we think about healthy people, we think about Aaron, you just mentioned your guys at the gym who are looking to build muscle, looking for that recovery, and just looking to do all of that faster, looking to build muscle faster, looking for that faster recovery, and just looking to stay healthy, right?
Absolutely. And to touch on what you said, I mean, there's people that are out there that are eating exactly how they're supposed to. They're doing all the right things. And, as like you said earlier, as we age, just certain things, you know, just aren't fixable 100% of the time by diet. So what do you do at that point? And I think peptides are why the buzz is so happening right now.
I would agree with you. And as a woman who is over the age of 40, I
No, you're 29.
I know it's hard to believe, Erin, isn't it? It's so hard to believe. Nobody believes I'm over 40. No, I'm just joking. But yes, I'm experiencing those things of like my hair is thinning, I'm getting more wrinkles. As I lose weight, maybe my skin isn't bouncing back the way it should. I'm tired. I'm experiencing all those hormonal things. And these are just like a few things that us women go through. And I made this special post here because I think a lot of our watchers, our viewers on this coffee chat are women over the age of 40. So if you're a woman over the age of 40, just say, yes, that's me in the comments. Let me know that I'm not the only one. But, and I know men experience this too, Aaron. I know you're over 40 as well, and men experience this too, but I just think a lot of our viewers are women. So I wanted to draw attention to this to let you all know that you're not alone. So whether you're facing like hormonal issues, libido, menopause, all of those things, lack of confidence, I think is one of the biggest ones. Aaron, as a woman over 40, I think as we get older, we start to like wonder like, oh my gosh, I'm not looking as good as I did in my 20s. I'm looking a little bit different and we like to have that boost of confidence. So peptides is something that can help with that. Whether it's for your skin or just how you feel or just even to have energy, right? You talk about going to the gym. How about just having the energy to go to the gym? And so peptides can help with all of those things and just make us feel like ourselves again. And if you know what I'm talking about when I say that. So peptides are not just for women, but I feel like over the age of 40, we're really feeling it.
Betcha.
And peptides are everywhere. And this is more of like a serious note here because when anything goes like mainstream, like peptides are starting to right now, it can be like, I almost want to say like a little dangerous because you can get your hands on them almost everywhere. And really, peptides are something that if you're doing injectable peptides, for sure that you should be going through a medical professional. And so just finding them on Amazon or somewhere on the web, on the internet, could be dangerous because some peptides shouldn't be taken with other peptides. And we talk about like layering peptides and all of those things. You got to be really careful. And so the sourcing of peptides is very important. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But some people ask, well, why is the peptide industry exploding? And why are you saying that right now? Peptides have been around. They're not a new thing. It's not like they just come out this year. Peptides have been around, but here's the thing, people are starting to hear more and more about them. And like I said, a lot of people, really, if you said what are peptides, aren't really sure what the answer is, or they just think it's the GLP-1 shots that we talked about. And so as peptides are being talked about more and more, people are learning more and more. And that's why we're kind of at the point now where it's not that peptides are new, but the whole industry is set to really explode and open up for a lot more people to learn about peptides, hear about peptides, and consider taking peptides. And so people want to feel better. And GLP-1 really is what made peptides start to go mainstream because they just became so well known. There were people that really, like Erin, you just said, people doing everything where they're eating right, they're going to the gym, they're exercising, they're taking care of their bodies. They still can't get rid of that stubborn weight. And so when you see somebody take the GLP-1 shots and all of a sudden they're having success, that can be absolutely life-changing for so many people. But peptides are more than weight loss for sure. We talk about gut health and hormone wellness and libido, focus, cognitive health, fitness, aging. I talk about aging gracefully, all of those things. That's what peptides is really about. And so, probably somebody if you're not taking peptides yourself, somebody is probably taking peptides. That's how popular they are right now. And so it really is a great conversation to have, isn't it, Aaron?
It is, and I think there's a lot of people that probably take it that you don't even know are taking it. Because again, when something like this comes in, everyone's got their opinions and all those other things. So, you'd be surprised at how many of your friends are doing this and you have no idea.
That's so true. So here we are to talk about what about an extra stream of income that could come along with peptides. And so when we think about peptides, we think about, whoever's making those peptides, those big companies, and the doctors prescribing peptides, and they're probably earning a lot of money doing those things. But what about just the average person, somebody like me, somebody like Aaron, and somebody like you watching that could earn an extra stream of income from peptides? And so we take it back to you probably already know somebody, whether you know they are or not, that's already using peptides. And so this is something that you could actually do and earn an income without even being a medical professional. So we don't expect you to go and get your doctor's degree or to open up a clinic or anything like that. This is something that because we're going to be partnered with medical professionals, this is something everyday people like us can refer people to, same as we've been doing with our plant-based products, and be able to refer people to a medical professional to get those peptides, to have that consultation, to figure out what's best for them with that medical professional, and we can earn a commission off of that. Like, how awesome is that, Aaron?
It's very, because I don't have it. Who's got time for that? I don't got time for that.
Right. We don't have time to go out and get a degree and learn all of those things. So somebody like average person like myself, Aaron, any of you watching can be able to have your own link to refer your friends, maybe your sister, your father, your brother, your cousin who's already taking peptides, whether it's for weight loss like GLP-1 or some other sort of peptide, because we know there's hundreds of different kinds of peptides out there. So whatever that might be, to be able to refer them to your own site, for them to privately talk to a medical professional without you being there or being any part of that, but be able to earn a commission. And so it's just the timing right now is perfect because you don't see a lot of this right now. You see a lot of like companies doing this and doctors doing this, but you don't see everyday people like us being able to leverage peptides the way we're going to be able to do very shortly. And so this is where it gets very interesting because you can literally do this from your phone from anywhere you want. This summer, if you're laying on the beach or laying by your pool with your phone in your hand, referring people to get their peptides and earning a paycheck while you're sitting on the beach. How awesome is that, right?
I can handle that. I got time for that.
All right. So maybe you're already selling peptides and you're seeing this and you're like, well, how is this different from what I'm already doing? Because I've talked to a lot of people over the last few days and they've sort of gotten into this peptide business somewhere because there are different people looking to get into this. And so if you're one of those people, you're already selling peptides, you're like, this is what I'm already doing. This is nothing new, Barb. Trust me, you're going to want to pay attention because this is definitely something different. Because here we have, when we sign up, and we get our little business going, it's almost like an online franchise. So picture having your own online franchise that I talked about where you can refer people to a medical professional. You can get paid on that, but picture being able to sign up other franchises along with yours, underneath yours. And so having other people sign up with their own online franchise because they want to do the same thing. They want to be able to leverage the peptide market too. And what if they sign up with you? And so what if you're able to leverage entire teams, entire franchises under you? Picture what that could mean. So this, I'm talking about not having an inventory, not having to talk to people about peptides and which peptides they need. We have a medical professional that's going to do that. So you're not taking time to do that. You don't have to ship anything yourself. You don't have to have peptides in your house. You don't have to order them, store them, ship them out. You don't have to do any of that. We already have the established company, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. All you have to do is sign up. And like I said, refer your friends, refer your family, whoever that might be, to your site, and the company is going to do all the rest. They're going to set up the meeting for your client to talk to a medical professional. They're going to determine which peptides they need. The company is going to then have them get their peptides. And so all of that is done for you. This is like the easiest thing ever. And when I say you can spend this summer by the pool, by the beach, doing this thing on your phone, I'm not even joking. This is how the system works. Aaron, do you have anything you want to add to that?
I do. I do. So a lot of the common people would want to be able to do that, but then there's the people that already are selling the peptides and they like their patient, client interaction. They like that being able to help them. They like to see the people. So somebody that already has a client base, they can scale that to say somewhere out of on the other side of the country, for example, and have that money coming in an addition. So, and they can trust that, if they have a certain way of doing a bedside manner or whatever you want to call it, if we're going to have, trusted medical professionals that are going to be doing that for you. So it's more than just your local, your local business, and it can scale big, big time.
It's so true because if you know people in different areas of the United States, then you can do this from anywhere and promote it to anyone within the country. And so that is just amazing. All right. And I want to say the opportunity is simpler than you think, just like we're saying. If you're thinking like, oh, there must be some catch here or something, because Barb, you're making it sound so simple. It really is. We have the system in place, we have the company in place, we're getting the peptides. It's going to be just so simple as that, as referring people. And like I said, do you already know two people that are using peptides? I know way more than two people. So if you know two people and then they know two people and those people know two people, it's all about getting two people signed up with a little franchise, and you wouldn't believe how fast this can grow. And we make it simple. Like I said, you don't have to have any inventory or anything like that. We're just keeping it simple. It really is referral marketing.
I think too, I hear it a lot that people think they have to be some master salesman or something like that. So a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm not good at sales." A lot of times I say good because nobody wants to be sold anything, but you do have that market out there, and it's great that we have ways to find out who needs what without having to knock door to door and do that kind of thing and say, "Hey, you need to use peptides, or you need to do this, you need to do that." I think that's a common thing that people think when it comes to doing something like this. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree with that, and you're not even needing to go out and find new people because you guys put it two in the comments. If you know two people that are already taking peptides, a lot of people know like maybe even a spouse that's taking peptides, or an adult children that's taking peptides, that sort of thing. But a sister, a brother, a cousin, parents, so many people are taking peptides. So put the number two if you know at least two people. And so talking to them about, hey, where are you getting your peptides? What about ordering them through my link? You're going to be able to talk to a medical professional. You're going to get the best, safest, cleanest peptides that there are. There's a lot of people out there right now, Erin, that are ordering peptides from some sketchy places. And
Very.
so when you think about putting something into your body, why wouldn't you want your sister, your cousin, your friend to have the cleanest, safest possible peptides that are out there? And that's exactly what we're going to have. And so think about people that might be ordering peptides because maybe they're a little bit desperate and they don't know the best place to go and get them. And so they're ordering them from some weird website. So that's something important to think about too, is just being able to provide somebody with the best possible peptides that are out there.
100%.
All right, so that brings me to why partner with Trinont. That is the company we are with. And our company is a 13-year-old company. We're debt free. We are well established. So we already have a full line of plant-based wellness products. We are very established. I'm going to say we have the best owners ever. We get to spend time with them. Erin, we're going in a couple of weeks to Utah to spend some more time with the owners of this company. They are just so generous and just the best ever. They, really sit down, talk to us, spend time with us. I love all of that.
Me too.
Awesome. So we also have the best community. And a lot of people don't think about this when you're joining a business is what is the community like? Because all companies are different, but I just want to put that out there. We are such a supportive community. Like everybody just supports each other. We're always cheering each other on. And it's just the best place to be. It's full of just motivated people, excited people, just positive people, which is the best people you can be around. And we're going to be taking a medically guided approach to peptides. So we're not just going to have some website for you to go and figure out what you need. We are going to have medical professionals that will help guide you and decide what is best for you. We are just going to be able to refer to that. And that's why it's so easy for you guys to sign up, partner with us as well, and be able to do the same thing. One of the biggest things right now, I'm going to say though, is early positioning. And so Aaron and I were in the CBD industry, which everybody knows was just a huge industry years ago. And we spent 8 years in the last company. And what really made it great for us was getting positioned early. There was people that joined after us that just didn't have that initial, like, didn't see that initial CBD industry explosion like we did. And so when I talk about positioning right now, we're really at a time when you need to get in. If you wait a month or you wait 6 months or you wait a year, you're really going to miss out on that. And so sometimes it's about getting in when you're a little bit unsure. I know when we got into the CBD industry, I don't even think I really knew fully what CBD was or what it could do or how it was all going to work. But I thought CBD, this is something that's going to be absolutely huge. And so I jumped in. It was perfect timing. And that is what I refer to as positioning. And so it's the same thing with peptides now, where we're hearing the word peptides everywhere, but not everybody knows exactly what peptides are. They don't know everything about peptides, and maybe they haven't even tried them yet. And so, and a lot of people are still just thinking peptides is just weight loss, but it is so much more than that. So, really, the timing is perfect right now to jump in before all of that happens. You really want to be early to the party here. And so, that's what we're talking about is getting in right now and how very important that is.
Early bird gets the worm.
That's right. So, getting positioned early, learning the system now. So, we do have a system in place in this company. We're part of a 13-year-old company here, and we just have so many great systems in place. We have a community in place. And so, getting in, learning that, we have a free website that doesn't cost you anything. We have an app that's absolutely free as well. We have so many tips, tools, tricks, teaching, learning, mentoring here. We have it all. And so getting in now and being able to experience that, starting with the foundation of wellness, which is our plant-based products. And so this is just an example of one of the starter packs. We have a few enrollment packs that you can get in with. This system actually goes along really great with peptides. My husband's been taking peptides now for years, and when we joined this company, he started with these three products here, and his wellness has just been even better using the combination of peptides and these three products here, along with a few others that he loves. And so this is just a great foundation for anybody to get in with right now, to get started today, to get that positioning before things take off, and to be able to come in, learn the system, and also start building your list because that's what we're really doing right now is building a list of people that are interested in learning more and getting in on this opportunity. Erin, I know another great option would be travel, right?
I do. And what's interesting, I've been talking to some nurse practitioners, I've been talking to some functional medicine doctors, and they have access to these kinds of things. So the fact that we have a travel brand that a lot of us use, whether we're selling it or using it or whatever, it's good for both. The fact that they could come in with travel and actually make money before they even really ever offered it. I think that's going to be a huge option for a lot of people to be able to get the positioning that you said. And then once that hits the airwaves or the market waves or the internet waves, they're ready to go. And now they can offer travel. They can offer these supplements. They can offer, they can offer the peptides. I think it's a perfect storm.
And what's really special about our company too is just how established we are. So there will be a lot of companies out there that start scrambling to try to create this, but we are one of the ones that are early to the party. We're one of the first in referral marketing that are doing this way where you can leverage a franchise and franchises joining under you. And so because we're established, it's just going to be so much better. I want to tell you guys, like, we presented you with a lot of information here today. And so you probably have questions, and somebody here invited you to this group. And so if you're curious, put the word info in the comments, and then I'll be able to tag whoever invited you to this group to be able to answer what questions you have, to get you the information you need. If you're looking to get started and get that positioning that we talked about, getting in early. We all know now, I think, that getting in early on these trends and things that take off like this, that is really the key. So if you're looking to do that, just say the word info and we'll get you hooked up with whoever invited you to this group. We were all invited here by somebody. So if you're not sure who that is, that's perfectly okay. We can look it up and find that person for you. But we just are so happy that we got to come here today and share our excitement about what's coming because some people will look back and be like, I saw Barb and Aaron do a video, and I really wish I had jumped in when I heard them talk about peptides and how big this is going to be. And I didn't realize at the time how big of an explosion of you know, wellness that this would be for everybody, and that so many people would take advantage of it. And just us as regular people who are not any kind of medical professionals, but we can leverage the tools that the company is providing to us and be able to earn a stream of income off of that, whether you work a full-time job, whether you're spending the summer at the beach, whether you're traveling, taking care of your kids, whatever it is you're doing, you can do this in the pockets of time throughout your day. We have the system in place. We're part of an established company and we have really the best community, right, Aaron?
100%, 100%. We care about you. We want to see we want nothing but the best for you, and having that extra stream of income would help anybody right now, self included. I know Barb, you don't mind the extra money, do you?
I don't think anybody does. I mean, every time I turn around, the price of everything is increasing. And
Yes,
so,
yeah.
who doesn't need the extra money? I think we all do right now. And so we would love to welcome you. And like I said, say info below if you have any questions. Aaron, I'm so glad that we did this together today. Thank you.
Me too. Very insightful. Thank you, Barb.
All right. Bye, everyone.